How's your Spanish? How is your Spanish?
Me no comprende.
No hablo inglés.
No hablo inglés. Yeah, ¿qué pasa mi amigos? Tuko hapa leo. Leo tunaanza na Spanish because you know, Miami baby. Miami. So, one hell of a GP. Much to talk about. I'm joined here by none other than my niliwaiteaje in Spanish mnaitwaje compadres. My hermanos. My hermanos.
See.
Hapa ndio nini inaishia.
No, you're good. Kuna watu wajui hadi tunaongea nini hapo. Kuna watu watasikiza hii kitu wamefloat. But anyway, take it away. Karibuni bana. Who am I joined here with?
Shukran. You're joined in this is Dan from the Pitboard. Bado niko Spanish.
Yeah. Mushiri hapa. Leo at least nilifika among the first.
Ameanza mapema.
Ameanza mapema. Yeah, Dan Mushiri, and as obvious ni mimi your boy is the trouble man himself. So let's get started. Let's
go.
Much to talk about this GP. Miami, a very clean race, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
A very clean one.
Vile inafaa.
Flawless.
A flawless one, yeah. That's the term, flawless. Na I was reading something on Twitter, yeah. Na kuna metrics zilitolewa za race. There was no yellow flag. There was no virtual safety car. Wachana na safety car. There was no the virtual one. Hakukuwa na virtual safety car. The only mistake yenye happen kwa pit lane was the science issue. Yenye alikuwa nafikiria Vin Diesel ako hapo, was trying to impress Vin Diesel. Alikuja hapo Fast and Furious style kwa pit lane.
Brakes zilikatika.
Akapea 5 seconds akaambia wewe, relax. Yeah, but that's the only incident from the race.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
No retirement.
Super clean.
No retirements.
Yeah.
So question. Two episodes back. Is it 1 or 2 episodes back? We had a discussion, a small one, a mini one, where we talked about what are the contents of an action-packed race. Because many at Twitter will term the race yesterday as a boring one. So what are the contents? Unaona to revisit your conversation tena, because we had that talk na I think Mushiri alikuwa pro clean racing.
Yeah, to me it was a good race because you get the chance to see what people have been planning, and the planning coming to bear the fruits. Like, people come with a plan, things go sideways. You say, oh, this is the plan we had, it could have worked for us. We didn't have a clean race. This guy did this, what? But today, I mean on Miami, everything was fine. You had no excuse why you did not perform, except the McLarens. Maybe we'll get back to them later.
They had damage, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a super clean race. And just to I don't know what Mushiri is saying. Previously, you know, teams have been forced to innovate on the move with their two curveballs, with their two safety cars, virtual safety cars, the two red flags. You know.
Facts.
But this was a pure, if I can use that word, a clean race. Yes. No curveballs being thrown. If you got your strategy wrong, clearly
no
the results after lap 57 does it as
from Miami, nobody really had anybody to blame.
Yeah.
Nobody really had anybody to blame. It was all about you, your strategy, na Mungu wako. I'll just be honest.
Hata usilete Mungu hapa.
If you had a bad car, you had a bad car.
Yeah. If you messed up your strategy, you messed up your strategy.
Look, sijui kama mmeona the trailer of that canoe show, that canoe racing thing coming up yenye inaitwa Gran Turismo.
Ooh.
The movie, yeah. So I was watching the trailer and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, I don't know. This is just me. This is a by the way a diversion kidogo, a fork down the road. If I was a driver heading into Miami and I watched that trailer, bro, naenda huko nikiwa gas, bro. P1, purple laps, na purple sectors all day, any day.
Charles.
So, na si Charles. Why?
Yeah, see, that's how Charles was. Charles in quali yo
gari
alikuwa.
Charles.
Yes. Charles in quali alikuwa
why didn't guys like Akina Norris perform? What is their excuse? What was the excuse?
Piastri, I think Piastri had some issues na brake yake. break by wire. I think he started on the softs. Kuna toile lands on softs. I think one of them.
I think it was
Norris started
the American Logan
Sargent.
Yes, Sargent.
Norris started on soft, hoping there will be a safety car in the beginning, so he can get rid of one tire. Backfired on his face.
Safety car for what? I think it rained Saturday evening. I think it rained in Miami Saturday evening. The rain actually washed the track.
Yep. It was a green track come Sunday.
That actually was a game changer for the race. So ilibidi whatever strategies guys had, hey, look, shelve those strategies. We are going with the best strategy we have. Because the track was clean as I don't want to cuss, but because the track was clean, they decided, look, shelve the strategies we had, sijui kungoja safety car, sijui debris, sijui the track degradation iko high, sijui what. Shelve that. We are taking the A game to Miami. The temperatures were good, the conditions are good. And the better team pulled the performances that they were supposed to pull. Speaking of the better team, naona umekuja ukiwakilisha mbaya sana.
You mean the best team?
Say less.
You mean the best team?
The better team.
Say less. Sorry, just a quick one on strategies.
Yeah.
So you know, usually before the car race, yanzo nonanga the Pirelli predicted strategy.
Yeah.
Or the fastest strategy.
Yeah.
So if you guys were keen, ilikuwa tu medium na hards.
Yeah.
Facts.
Kuna mtu aliona the alternative strategy, hards na mediums.
Starting with the hards, unless I confirm if we...
So Pirelli...
No,
Pirelli,
there was only medium.
Medium na hard.
Yeah.
So Pirelli, wali predict that the fastest time will be a one-stop, mediums, and hards.
Yeah, lap 20 medium.
And my boy Max...
akaamua kwenda na hiyo.
flip.
Yeah. And that is the thing I wanted to tell you about Max. When we talk about drivers who are good in conserving their tires, we say Checo, you say Hamilton.
Yeah.
Nobody mentions Max in that story. And in this race, he proved it. Because even before he pitted, there's a time he set a fastest sector before he pitted. And that was like lap 40-something.
I remember, I think in lap 20-something, what's his name? Checo alikuwa amemaliza tu purple patch yake. Hata 3 seconds hazijaisha, Max another purple patch. And I was like, what's going on with the Red Bull? Like
Max is bonkers.
You guys looked quick. Like for those who don't know, Red Bull's slogan is gives you
wings.
Gives you wings. And for a fact, RB19 was flying. Like I'm saying this just because of people are saying it.
So Charles was also flying on Saturday.
Nah, you guys
into
were
the
flying.
barrier.
You guys are flying. You guys mlikuwa too untouchable. Nobody could mess with you guys. Like I think it only took something like 17 laps for Max to get to the podium.
You remember what Alonso predicted what lap he'll be overtaken?
Yep, lap 21.
He said lap 25.
21, alisema 21. Aliulizwa, when do you expect to see Max in your review? Akasema around lap 25.
Wait, are we talking about the Miami GP?
Yes,
Miami
he was
GP.
asked the same question.
He was asked the same question.
And did you know
Darth Vader, there's something.
So they actually talked about it in the pitboard.
What?
And because Max overtook at lap 14-15, so Max said Alonso was being too nice. Saying lap 25. If he was being truthful, he would have said maybe lap 14 where it was supposed to be.
Speaking of Alonso, did you hear what Gunther had to say about Alonso?
Nope.
Come on, you guys. Box office. So apparently, Gunther was asked about Alonso's comments regarding the AMR 23.
Yep.
Yeah. The AMR 23. And Alonso had actually said, had gone on record saying, this is the fastest car he's ever driven. Mind you, Alonso ni mtu mwenye amekuwa big teams kama
McLaren, Ferrari.
Na Ferrari.
Yep.
He's been there forever.
Nah, he's been at a very fast Renault. So, you know.
Yep.
Those comments, Gunther alisema tu, you know what? Alonso is quote unquote old as God, but he's still he's still delivering performances that other guys just can't deliver. You know? And that's a little dig at some of his drivers because the drivers bana wana mess mbaya sana sasa.
Hulkenberg?
Not Hulk, more of Magnussen.
But Magnussen Miami alikuwa poa. Hulkenberg ndo alikuwa disappointment.
Na yeye ndo ameletwa juzi.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg ndo amepewa a new lease at life.
Yeah, and by hey, Yoni has.
Okay, let me say something about Alonso. Alonso, in every race this year, he has scored 15 points. Even
Kwenda juu 15 plus.
15, every race 15
What
points.
are you saying, bro?
Points.
What are you saying?
Even the sprint one,
Mhm.
where he didn't finish on the podium,
Mhm.
zilifika 15 juu ya sprint.
Nah, I'm just checking it right now. Nataka kuconfirm hii kitu. This cannot
15,
be true.
15.
Alonso, huh?
I think with 4 podiums.
That's consistency, man.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
Bro, the one yenye hakuwa kwa podium kulikuwa na sprint race.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Na
he
hiyo
still
sprint
got
race,
15.
the points zenye alipata hapo zilikuja ku amount to 15.
Yes.
So can we just get this out of the way? Ferrari is no longer the second best car on the grid.
Cap.
Yeah.
No, second best car or second best team.
Team. Me, I think
No,
Ferrari is behind
that's
Mercedes.
that's a tricky question.
Team.
It's
Well,
behind Mercedes.
Ferrari
It's behind Mercedes.
Ferrari simekuwa na shida na team ever since.
No,
Strategy,
but Fred
whatever, firing
amekuwa
people
ki-
left, right and center.
Yeah, but Fred has things under control right now. Like
Hey, man.
from
Did
last
you-
season.
Did
Look,
you watch
look.
Miami?
If you're to judge somebody, you judge them based on their recency, based on their recent performances and everything, yeah. And if you look at Ferrari, the main issues they had last year, yeah, most of them are actually fixed. The issues they have this year are new issues regarding things they should be taking care of. The car. Last year ilikuwa more political. Ilikuwa
No,
strategy
the
this,
issues are the
strategy
same
that.
about the tire management.
Nah, but tire
That
deck.
is
Tire
yeah.
deck, the car itself.
Yeah.
Tire deck,
The car is fast.
I think at Baku Charles alikuanga like alikuwa amepata sweet spot ya hiyo gari in terms of tire management. Na I don't know if you guys are aware,
Even in
this
Miami.
Miami alikuwa na struggle. Tire deck ilikuwa inamsumbua mbaya sana. Everything was just bad for him.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
same to Carlos.
Ilikuwa inamsumbua mbaya sana. So maybe they're still working on it. And sijui kama mlisikia radio message ya Charles at the end of the race when he was talking to Xavi. He told Xavi that the car needs to be looked at again.
Yeah.
He really struggled with that car. And Lord Percival looked unlike himself at Miami. He really did look like unlike himself. Kama si Carlos, mi nakwambia tulikuwa tu in for a disaster. We were in for a disaster of a race.
But I really understood Ferrari's situation kwa sababu Charles and Sainz said that car is very difficult to drive on the limit.
Yeah.
And Charles said the only reason why he got pole or he gets that car where it is in quali is because he is driving it to the limit.
Yeah.
That is the only way he can get a good result on quali.
Yeah.
So I'm sure those drivers are trying, but the car kuna issue.
Mercedes. Russell looked fast. Has he exercised the demons from Baku?
Joji.
Yeah, I think he has redeemed himself from Baku.
Has he exercised those demons?
Well, I think he had a really good result at Miami. He had to fight his way with the Alpines.
One Ferrari.
Yeah, and also a Ferrari somewhere there. Well, guys were expecting George to pull a Baku on Max. But,
It was a clean overtake.
yeah, it was super clean. Yeah.
Oh, and Russell, you remember that he was told he'd be given position to Lewis, and Lewis said, "You'll have to overtake me."
Ooh, but yeah. But what happened there?
Mercedes guys, what happened there?
Yeah, because
It's like
Question for
Hamilton
you for
said-
comments. No.
Okay.
Question for you guys at the comments. What happened there? Ilikuwa lap?
I don't remember that.
Nah, look, kwa editing hii stuff huyu jamaa ataeka lap hapo. Hiyo lap. What happened
But what we had is Max was not going to relinquish the position. I mean, Lewis was not going to relinquish the position, but the way Nani overtook is like he gave him that position.
Yeah.
And George was very nice. Said, "Thank you very much."
he's a
Points.
I don't know. He's a gentleman.
I mean, kulikuwa na coronation this weekend, so probably he was feeling some type of way. Najua George is those upright, great guys.
Oh, sugar.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Princess George.
Yes.
Oh, blimey.
yeah. I need some tea.
Yeah, but
Some type of thing.
I was expecting Hamilton to, I don't know,
Hamilton is
put
more
up
sus.
back the words with action. Because
Yeah,
I was like, hey,
me too.
I won't let him go.
Yeah,
As
because-
in, if he wants it, let him come and get it. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hamilton we saw when he was teammate with Rosberg.
And Alonso.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what happened there. Hamilton fans need to answer that
But
question.
but strategically, it was a good move for Hamilton because he was yet to pit.
Yeah.
George was faster. And Hamilton, I think Hamilton, maybe the strategy was Hamilton to hang on to George to get good lap times. Because if Hamilton was behind George, of course he'd get DRS and a slipstream.
Yeah.
I mean
If George dropped him, then Hamilton, I don't know.
That actually made sense
in
because
no man's land.
when the race kicked off, yeah, Mercedes, they didn't have strong positions to get points. Both of them. The first car ilikuwa, I think, top 5. Then the second car ilikuwa outside the top 10.
Hamilton was stuck in P13.
So, I mean,
For how many laps?
that strategy
Yeah.
was actually, trying to secure points for both cars.
Yeah.
It was a strategy whereby both cars were trying to secure points.
Yep.
And speaking of points, Ferrari kidogo, I think they did well in getting the points they got. Because remember, Ferrari aren't really looking at Red Bull right now.
Really? What's changed?
They're not looking at Red Bull right now. They're just looking to be consistent. No. Remember, by the time walikuwa namaliza second last year, walikuwa wamemaliza, I think, 5th, money 4th, the previous year. So I think if they finish second again this year, that's good. That's good.
Do you see them finishing second?
Yeah.
Knowing
There's a
the-
possibility
knowing
because,
the pace
listen,
that Aston Martin has.
Aston Martin might have the pace, but only one driver is delivering the goods properly.
Bro, Aston Martin is still on top.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I'm just saying Aston Martin have the pace, but only one driver is getting maximum points from that car so far. With Ferrari, if both drivers are getting points consistently, it's only a matter of time until your constructors championship imeanza ku look different. Because as things stand, the first car ni Red Bull, the second car is Aston Martin, the third car the second car is Aston Martin, the third car is Mercedes. Naongelea kwa standings.
Yeah.
The third car is Mercedes, then Ferrari.
Yeah.
But if you look at the points and you look at the races coming up,
So
yeah?
Ferrari 78 points, Mercedes 96 points, Aston Martin 102, Red Bull 224.
as of Miami GP.
Yeah.
But if you look with the races coming, Emilia Romagna, Monza, there is
Monaco.
Hungary somewhere, and Monaco.
There's Imola, Monaco, and Barcelona.
Yeah,
Spain.
Catalonia, the Catalonia circuit. So
Triple
Nini
header.
The Nini has been changed. The exit out of the last corner
yeah,
could
Barcelona,
bring
yeah.
a lot of difference.
tutaona. Na si pia Miami they had shortened the pit lane distance.
The DRS.
Yeah, they wali shorten the pit lane distance.
Pit lane ama
Ilikuwa
DRS.
DRS.
No, ilikuwa DRS. I mean, sorry, not the pit lane. The DRS.
Yeah, ilikuwa
Yeah,
DRS.
walikuwa wameshorten. So ilikuwa tricky because tuliona some battles zenye zilikuwa zina the fire was just, ilikuwa inazimika just before they get to that turn.
But you remember that long straight, a lot of guys had an overtake after wamechukua hiyo corner.
Yeah.
Like if you went Nini, like Alonso,
Max.
Max after that long straight.
Yeah, after the
How
long
much
straight.
it-
I think it's turn 17 or something. Max
I
pia alimag
Yeah.
George hapo.
Yeah. So as much as wali cut short, some people were able to continue even after the corner
Lap
from
15.
of
Yeah.
the
I
DRS.
mean, turn 15.
Speaking of overtakes,
Max 2 in 1.
double Dutch. Double Dutch.
2 in 1. 2
Bruh.
in 1. Hey,
Bruh.
2
Listen.
in 1.
2 in 1 by
Listen,
Charles,
let
Charles
me
and K-Mag.
let me just go ahead and put it straight. Let me set the record straight, yeah? Look at me when I'm talking to you guys, yeah? Understand this. Red Bull have no competition. They're competing with themselves. If you guys were gunning for the championship this year, anza kuangalia next year. In fact, if you guys are gunning for the championship, because I don't think Red Bull will relinquish that championship until at least 2026, anza kuangalia mambo ya 2027. Those guys are flying and will only get better. You can call them cheats, you can call them whatever you want. Mimi nishatoka denial stage. mimi nishakubali these guys wako on a league of their own.
So somebody
Wako
in
in a league of
Reddit,
their own.
somebody in Reddit went ahead and made a constructors championship and drivers championship if Red Bull didn't exist.
Come on. Wajua-
Give it to us.
So driver, the leading driver ni Alonso with 118 points. Na hapo akona fastest lap in Jeddah. There's Lewis Hamilton with 83 points.
Second.
And, yes.
Interesting.
And Carlos Sainz with 68 points. I think Tanim the top two. Constructors, of course, you know.
Credits to silverarrows.net hapo chini, si ndio?
No, that is data. If Red Bull didn't
Yeah,
exist,
I don't see how Hamilton is second. I won't lie.
I
don't see
also
how
wanted to ask the
Hamilton is
same
second.
question. Is it consistency?
Yeah, we
Because
just
I was
confirm
expecting
who
George to
posted
be.
it. Mimi niko sure ni silverarrows.net.
okay, you do know there's a big difference. The gap when you out the points the way they are made, there's big gaps in the top guys.
Yeah,
So P1, P2 kuna like 18 and 25,
that's 7.
but P9 and P10
It's 1.
it's 1 point.
Yeah.
So you if you get a chance to finish somewhere maybe on the podium at least once or twice or second, it pushes you a long way ahead.
Can we?
Which
Sorry,
brings us-
can we keep tabs on this alternative championship? I'd like to see how it pans out.
Me too.
I have to see if Alonso is going
Just-
to
I've been
bookmark
watching
going to get his
bookmark it.
third
No,
championship.
I'll be
Bookmark it.
posting it. I'll be
Bookmark
posting
pin
it on Discord.
uki review. Unatu review every now and then.
So I'll be keeping it. I'll be keeping it on Nini.
Top lad.
Yes. Every race.
Okay. That brings us straight to the driver and team of the day. So Mushiri,
Driver.
kick it off for us.
Driver for the Mercedes fan, for Hamilton fans, me tasema by the Hamilton did a very good job in Miami. So big up to Hamilton. Hamilton was my driver of the day, and he was also my driver of the day in Baku. For real.
Kuna mtu
I'm
ameacha
going.
mguu ya kuku hapa
I'm
mahali.
going to revoke. I'm going to revoke your Red Bull card, your Red Bull membership card.
No, Red Bull are fine. Red Bull are fine. Now me, I'm not even worried about Red Bull.
Yeah.
Me, I'm watching the other championship now.
Yeah.
If Red Bull did exist.
Yeah.
Wewe unaongelea
Hamilton.
driver and team of the day if Red Bull didn't exist.
Yes.
Hamilton actually had a really good race. He had a good recovery. Kumbuka he co-lead P13.
Yeah.
And he was also on the same strategy as Max
Yes.
on hard and
Yes.
on hards. And you know the W14 of the Mercedes car is not the quickest.
The L14.
Manza mapema.
The L14.
The
Yeah,
L14.
qualified 13.
Yeah. So seeing him stick on the hards, stick on the other strategy, and being able to fight his way
And
to the points.
letting his teammate pass.
Yeah, letting George pass. I know ilimuuma kidogo, but hey, sometimes you have to play the big game or the long game. Yeah.
Fact.
So yeah, good recovery from Hamilton. I can easily see why now he's your driver of the day.
Yeah.
So membership card unrevoked, yeah?
But ni shut up.
Sambamba.
If I start talking about Red Bull, Stanyamaza.
Team of the day.
It's Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah, that's perfection.
Maximum.
You can reapply for membership.
It's like you see with a hot knife trying to cut butter. That's smooth. And everything went well.
Nilikuwa niweke soundbite lakini hiyo soundbite sitaiweka. Ni soundbite ya 18 plus. So anyway.
Hey,
Wacha, sasa ndio imeload. Driver and team of the day.
hey, Max.
Max Verstappen, Mad Max, Super Max.
You see the way we've described the race as flawless.
Yeah.
If you played Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
you know what happens when you hear flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory. As in, it's when you are executing your moves to perfection.
Yeah.
You don't make any mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your health bar hata haigusi.
Yeah, haiguzwi from start to finish.
Ngoja, the Red Bulls, kwanza ya Max specifically, speaking about Max, yake, his car specifically, haikuwa tuned up to the max.
Mm-hmm. How do you know that?
Kumekuwa na reports, sijui kama meona, like, he was just driving at apex level. Like I don't know how to put it, but gari yake like haikuwa pushed to the limit. So you know the engineers get the data where car gari ilikuwa pushed to the limit. Like
I agree because if you look at the penultimate fastest lap that Max did, it was a 1 minute and 31 seconds and some milliseconds somewhere.
Yeah.
Then I think lap 56, Max pulled a 129, like almost a second plus faster in the second last lap. To me, that means say he was actually holding back some pace in that car.
As I said earlier, people don't give Max credit about tire management.
He's the tire whisperer.
We should give him that name because, okay, I know some Perez fan. Horner said if Perez had the same strategy, Max would have still finished ahead.
I agree.
I mean,
he executed it to perfection.
Episode 1, I think Dan here alikuwa amesema something about Max being the driver made from a lab.
Hey, I borrow that phrase from Mushiri.
So you're there. Wewe na Max. Yeah. You knew it. You
But
saw it coming.
but it's true.
If you want your kid to be in Formula 1, go and watch that series about Max.
Max,
And
the anatomy of a champion.
You can see how he was brought up and to the person, the kind of driver who he is today. Yes. So he was actually brought up to be a Formula 1 champion.
Yeah.
Ama you want to follow the footsteps of Hamilton? Leo tumeletea Ayrton Senna, the Diego Maradona of F1, you know. So yeah, kuna that. Choose wisely. Najua the ladies. Unajua I'm talking for the ladies wenye wanapenda Hamilton. Unataka waende wafuate story ya Max na people want Hamilton. Look, Hamilton is on giving us views.
Hamilton na Ricardo.
And the people in between. But anyway,
Wewe?
Oh, me. My driver and team of the day. That's easy. Not easy, but my driver of the day was Pierre Gasly.
That's interesting.
Pierre Gasly alijipata places he wasn't supposed to be. To call up was it 20 something? To call up 20 something na anajipata top 5. And he was like, hey, it's been a while since I was here. The last time he was there alikuwa anaendesha a Red Bull. So, you know, Pierre Gasly and Alpine on my team of the day, because Alpines looked fast. Yeah, he started 5th. Yeah, see the qualifying, like everything. Like I'm just giving them props for everything.
Some people didn't go for a second run, but anyway, continue.
Haters. Anyway. So my drive of the day, Pierre Gasly. My team of the day, Alpine. The Alpines looked fast. You know, taking away the Mercedes, the top 3 teams. Just taking away the top 3 teams currently.
Top 4, yeah.
Top 4 teams. Taking away top 4 teams currently, the Alpines look like they have cemented the upper mid-table status.
Yeah.
They look like they've cemented it. And Sai, top 5, that is the top 5. I want to wanaenda another 100 million plus. I want to wanaenda nayo. So, you know, that was it for me.
Loser.
Oh, melon of the day. Melon of the day ilikuwa nani?
Signs entering that pit.
Oh, if you don't say Ferrari,
bro,
if you don't say Ferrari,
bro, siwezi wafanya hivyo.
I'm a fan of Sainz, but where he blundered.
You know why?
Those 5 seconds were unwarranted.
Yeah, but you know, they didn't affect his finish at the end of the day. The fact that has affect his finish, that's why I'm like, you know, forgiving it. The fact that alikuanga like 12 seconds ahead of the next guy. So hizo 5 seconds hata zikiongezwa haziko zina impact anything.
That's a bad way to approach it. You should
that's not a bad way to approach it. It's a mistake. Yeah, but we still got decent points compared to the guys we're competing with currently, Mercedes and Aston Martin.
You guys are not competing with Mercedes. You guys are competing.
We are not currently. I'm just saying currently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, currently.
Reality has dawned on him.
Yeah, to go round 5. Come on, bro, to go round 5. So we just have to keep it 100.
Mercedes came out with 20 points in that race, and Ferrari came out with 16 points.
Yeah, but we still got decent points, like compared to Aston Martin and stuff.
Okay,
it could have been better.
Are exactly where you are in standings.
Yeah, we exactly where we are, but kagap kamekatika kidogo. Tumepanda to Aston Martin. You know, come on, you're being too harsh. Unajua sasa nyinyi you guys are dominating huko charts huko.
Hata say about next year.
Huko chini mnaangalia kufanya nini?
Say next year.
Personally, I was expecting more from Charles.
Na I think juu alikuwa na setup yenye ilichangewa. What was changed? Was it his gearbox.
Charles, he finished 7th.
After the crash Q3.
I think something was changed.
Yeah,
Was it
but-
the gearbox?
yeah.
Changed. You were so like
But it was still within their location.
yeah,
So
it was
no
still within the
penalties.
yeah, no
and-
penalties or nothing. So like with that said, I mean I didn't expect a strong performance from him.
Okay, it's
Nah, honestly speaking, I didn't expect a strong performance from him. I was actually looking at signs more. Nah, if you remember tulikuwa na watch along Discord. Nah, I was saying I'm actually looking at signs more than I'm looking at Leclerc.
yeah, but
So
tires, the hards, they were falling off quickly.
anyway, you guys, jumeniaka kwa sport, you guys, tuanze na wewe done. Your loser of the day.
McLaren.
The team.
It has to be McLaren. Sioni mtu mwingine. McLaren, Norris and Piastri. Okay, Piastri, yeah, he had some issues with his brakes.
Breaks, yeah.
But Lando, man.
Lando said he had I wanted to say injury, but yeah, he had an injury. He had damage. He had damage.
During the race, Lando had damage.
Yeah, he said he had
I,
damage
I,
from
I,
Lapon.
I remember Lapon, he had an incident. Was it with De Vries ama ilikuwa na nani?
Yeah, I think De Vries.
Yeah, but
that was his excuse.
Where they dropped debris
But
on the road.
even in qualifying, as in McLaren, as a nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I know they've been speaking of a huge update ever since Baku.
It didn't happen.
But we're not seeing it. After Baku, they were saying, hey,
Yeah.
Baku wasn't the best place to see the effect or the results of the upgrade. You'll see it in Miami.
In Miami, and then in Miami, they still have
Nothing.
excuses
I'm
of damage and brake issues. So
you know sometimes
we wait for
sometimes
Imola.
upgrades they don't really fix the issue, but they can make you regress.
Ask the Tifosi. The Tifosi know it best. Ask the Tifosi.
Yeah, but my loser of the day, McLaren, the team.
McLaren, the team.
I see.
Yeah, those teams, both of them, Ferrari and McLaren, wamekuwa up and down. Wamekuwa peaks and troughs for them. So I understand why you say McLaren.
Yeah, and in 1988 and 89, McLaren were the most dominant. Quick fact about this car: it's actually the most dominant Formula One car.
How many wins in how many races?
88 in this championship. Yeah, 1988 it won 15 out of 16 races.
Wow.
So what wakisema RB19 though the most dominant? Nah. Do your research on the McLaren MP4 4.
MP4 4. Yeah. So that's really interesting.
Wanafaa rudi huko McLaren Honda.
Yeah, man, and for me Senna will always be goated for it and all that because you know hizo time pia kuendesha hiyo gari ulikuwa unaendesha bila airbag or anything.
Mtu hakuna halo.
Hakukuwa na hizi mambo zenye ama software siku hizi wako nazo. Unaona? Spoiled children. Wewe uko na halo, uko na ABS, uko na DRS,
kuna
and you're still
ABS.
complaining.
Sisi sasa hakuna ABS kwa grid.
Oh, no, I'm just saying like the modern era of Formula 1 cars.
They don't have ABS or traction control.
Yeah.
They don't have ABS?
They don't have ABS.
Oh, damn.
Don't.
No, they don't have ABS.
Maybe
They don't have anti-lock braking system. Yeah.
Suspension.
The not ABS, what is it called?
Traction control. Or
Active suspension.
yeah, active suspension.
Yeah,
No,
active
really,
suspension.
really,
Hey,
wow.
mazee leo ni kama I need a drink somewhere. Anyway,
Hey, Mushiri.
Mushiri,
Ferrari Charles
My man.
started
tunaweza skip hii part yake.
Hapana, acha
Can
maliza.
we skip this part?
Charles started 6th, he finished 7th. No excuse. We don't need to go any
Excuse me,
further.
Max. What do you mean no excuse?
No.
Max alianza P9.
No, you
Listen,
So
listen.
you said
Alianza
that
P9.
change-
Look.
that change- that
Eh,
change
look.
nini?
Alianza P9. Sindio? Huyu mwingine alianza P6, si ndio? If Max akitoka P9 ndio atawateka watu wote
Hamilton.
akikuja huku.
What about Hamilton?
Mimi natatia tu Leclerc. I'm not talking about Hamilton and all that.
What about Hamilton?
Okay.
I'm giving a reason.
For because of Max, I'll exchange Max with K-Mag. He started ahead of
Check
Charles.
it. Buda, just say what you want to say. Say it haraka tukiondokea. Mimi I'm not trying to hear this.
Me, I'm saying the team that I see performed bad is Ferrari.
Buda.
Yeah.
Worse than McLaren.
Okay.
But bro,
they don't. They for McLaren, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Zile excuses they came up
Ah,
with.
watu walituibia aero engineer.
I'm going to take their word and say yes, those excuses. I'm going to listen to them
Let
today.
me tell you about McLaren.
But Ferrari did not have an excuse.
Let me tell you about McLaren. These guys walituibia an aero engineer. Then the first race they had with the aero engineer in the team, they performed with flying colors. Watu wakasema McLaren are back. And I was here. You can go check. I was here telling guys the only reason those guys performed best, ama they performed better, is because other teams walikuwa na DNF. Ndio maana walipata points. You remember? Just go look it up. I think 2 episodes back. Nilisema kitu kama hiyo. Saa hii they're back to where they belong. Mnaanza kusema sijui and then this guy is giving us ati Ferrari losers of the day.
Brother, just take your L. Accept and take your L, man.
Do you know which championship Ferrari is leading?
We are checky.
Do you know which championship Ferrari is leading?
Yabaria.
This no.
Into the barrier.
Fastest pit stop. They're actually leading.
2.2 seconds.
If you are to give points to the team which had the fastest pit stop in every race, Ferrari will be leading, followed by Red Bull and then Alpine.
And this is what I'm talking about, Fred putting his foot down and actually sorting out, streamlining the issues kwa paddock. You get? So when the car finally comes around, just expect Ferrari to dominate.
So pit stop, I'll give you pit stops.
I'm giving it less than 12 months. I'm giving it less than 12 months. Yani namaanisha by this time next year, Ferrari zitakuwa zikilook something totally different.
Okay.
Nimesema the next year thing.
Yeah. Just we tutaelewa. Next year Ferrari we understand.
Ni sawa. Anyway, guys, that was round 5. Round 6, Emilia Romagna, Italy. What do you guys expect?
Mercedes are coming with upgrade. We want to see. We want to see the excuses they'll bring.
I also want to see. I also want to see what Mercedes are going to bring, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you expect Mercedes to do something, yeah?
Well, just bring the upgrades, nothing else.
But
you
this
don't expect to see anything.
We are talking about a championship where Red Bull is there.
So yeah, I think tutaona guys, links zitaachwa kwa description and everything. Mwende mjoin WhatsApp, Discord, msikilize on Spotify, YouTube of course, Instagram Reels, the Pitboard. Where else tumeanza ku roll out? Tutapatana huko. Okay, it's been lit. It's been your boy. Mimi nakuambia lakini hii season Max ashindi. Ni sawa. Wacha let me leave it at that. And
yani mtu wangu bado
bro
still on this.
Denial. Kweli.
Max after achukue the championship he'll still dominate.
Max will pull an Arsenal venye Arsenal wamefanya kwa ligi. But ni sawa. Anyway, thank you for gracing the set as always. Catch you on the next one, yeah?
Yeah.
Peace.